This is Tim Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk entertainment. It's the Sunday edition. Oh no, it's a Saturday edition. I don't even know what day it is. It's one of those days. It's Saturday. It's Sunday. It's either that or it's not Monday. No, it's Sunday. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. I wasn't going to do a video. We're going to do a stream tomorrow like we do every Sunday, 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m., guys. That means I got to limit my drinking, and that means I got to get up early. 10:30 a.m. We'll probably run till about noon. Talk about the Chargers. Talk about the Giants. Talk about what's gone right with the season. Let's talk about what's gone wrong with the season. Let's talk about what's gone wrong with the season right now. I'm going to lean back in my chair and be comfortable. Looks like Mike Glennon's going to start. I'd rather see Jake from State Farm. Just my personal, honest opinion. See what the kid's got. Mike Glennon's a guy that's been in the league for years. What, he's 3-24. His last 27 starts or whatever is a starter. Shock the world a little bit. Go against the Chargers. Throw in Jake. See what happens. If he goes kaput, who cares? Then put in Glennon. It's plain and simple. It's not that difficult. Why not? What do you have to lose? Another game? You're gonna go 4-9? You're probably going 4-9 either way. But look at the young players. Empty the bench. It's like that thing when you played basketball, like PAL League basketball or something like that. You empty the bench when you're getting one during these blowouts. Lost season, empty the bench. See what you got on the second half of your roster. See what's there from player 36 down to 53. See what's there. Why not? See what talent you can cultivate. See what talent you want to bring back next year. Because all the capologists on YouTube and Twitter and everything are now defining and telling us, you know what? We're not gonna have any cap space. Oh, and just a little hint. Just because you waive someone or trade someone, you're still on the hook for some of that dead cap money, if not all of it that first year. So when you do these stupid things and post stupid things on Twitter, account for that. Because I see people like, well, we'll do this and we'll do this and we'll create $34 million so we could get Russell Wilson. And I asked the next logical question. You have 2 first-round draft choices, so you're probably in the top 10, so that's going to eat into your rookie pool. How many players on your roster are you going to have once you gain this $34 million? And the guy was like, 38. It's like, okay. So you're going to have $38 million. You're going to have to give at least probably 20 of that if he takes less, Russell. So you're going to have $18 million to get up to 53, plus your rookie pool. Oh, makes my head hurt sometimes. It just literally, even me and Baby Creed are sitting here going, it just makes my head hurt. Baby Creed's got his boxing gloves on top of his head going, my head hurts. My head hurts with all these capologists. It's crazy. And to all the other people out there that have never gotten anything wrong about the Giants, congrats. You get all the accolades and kudos in the world because you're not right every time. I love it when people point out the things I get wrong. They're like, well, you said this. It's like Slater of the Chargers. I didn't like Slater coming to college. Still, you know what? But he's having a great season. All-pro season. I was wrong. I admitted I was wrong. I said I was wrong on multiple occasions. But people will be like, you didn't like Slater. Yeah, but why don't you look at the other 78 things I got right? But you want to point out the one thing I got wrong, like you never got anything wrong. But you know what the difference is? I man up to my mistakes. I man up to my errors. And I say, yep, I was wrong. I don't sit there and try to cover it up. And that kind of leads us into the Saquon Barkley issue. Everyone's sitting there going, Saquon Barkley's a waste. Saquon Barkley should never have been drafted number 2 overall. Saquon Barkley is this. The kid's 24 years old. He's got at least another 6 years in the league. Minimum. And back in I still do not think Saquon Barkley was a waste of a second overall pick. I don't. Because you can't sit there with hindsight and say, well, we should have this. Because nobody knew Josh Allen was going to be as good as he is. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that Sam Darnold and them were going to implode. Nobody knew that. So yeah, you can look at it 4 years later and say, it was a waste. We shouldn't have done that. And people talk about me. Yikes. In 18, when he ran for 1,307 yards, and had 72 receptions on 72 yards and 91 receptions and had 15 touchdowns. Nobody was saying that. Even in 19, when he ran for over 1,000 yards and still had over 438 yards receiving and had 8 touchdowns, even after missing 3 games, nobody said that. When people forget, he had over 1,400 yards on 269 touches in 19. He's only fumbled twice in his entire career. Yeah, he got hurt in 2020 with a non-contact injury. And yes, he's coming back from that injury. And everyone will tell you who's had an ACL, and people will tell you that have been in the league and have actually played at a competitive level, not like a tennis player who thinks they could talk about football. You need at least 2 years to come back to full strength. Adrian Peterson is an anomaly. Some of these players are just anomalies. Isn't the Saquon of old yet? No. 84 carries, 315 yards. He's only played in 8 games, 2 touchdowns. His longest run is 41 yards, He's at 3.8 yards a carry. He's only got 30 receptions at 6.4. A lot of that has to do with Daniel Jones. And here's the thing, especially for the people that are still on the Daniel Jones. Oh, we love Daniel Jones. I'm going to kiss your picture at night. If you're saying these things about Daniel Jones, he's not being a bust because he doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have wide receivers. He's got a terrible scheme. You got to say the same thing about Saquon Barkley. One cannot go without the other. And Saquon Barkley has something going against him that Daniel Jones does not have. And that is Daniel Jones at quarterback. Ooh, you didn't see that one coming, did you? Think about it. Just think about that for a minute. And yes, it is against NFL logic to take a running back second overall. Even Zeke didn't go second overall. He went high though. Because of the fact that, you're going to have to pay him going into year 5 as a top 10 running back, and he's getting paid that way now. But even if you take a running back in a lower rounds and he excels, in year 3, you're going to have to pay him anyways. Take a look in Cleveland. You're gonna back up the Brinks truck in year 3 and pay him more either way. So if Saquon Barkley can turn the corner, if Saquon Barkley can become the running back of he's worth the money in year 5. Now, I'm not saying you go out and sign him after year 5. I'm not. But I'm not saying this kid is a bust. Second overall pick, and you shouldn't have picked him that way, because there's no way you can go back and say, this is what you should have done. This is what was done. There's no way you can go back. Honestly, you look foolish. So like I said, to like the people that sit there and want to say, well, you said Slater was going to be terrible. You're wrong. Yeah, so what? I was wrong. And if it gives you validity and validation in your life that I was wrong, good for you. You're probably a loser. But I'm just saying, you cannot sit there and say Saquon Barkley is a bust, that we should not have taken him, because you don't know what's going to happen in year 5 when he's become completely healthy, when he's back to his old self. It's amazing with Eli Manning and a competent quarterback under center. He runs for 1,300 yards, 700 yards reception, 700 yards receiving, 15 touchdowns. And the best games he had in 19 were with Eli Manning under center, because Eli Manning understood his line assignments, his line shifts. He knew how to put Saquon Barkley in the best way and the best opportunities for him to run the ball and the best way to get him out into space. And we've said this a million times. Daniel Jones just doesn't know how to do that. Daniel Jones going into year 4. He's in year 3. He's going into year 4. Still doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't understand his reads. He doesn't understand his pre-snap reads. He's getting better at it, but he doesn't get it. And I'm not bashing Daniel Jones. I am just being honest and truthful about what you see with this quarterback. That's all. That's all I'm being. And if you can't tell the difference, you are too dumb to watch. People were like, Tim, you're fired up today. Yeah, drank too much last night. But I'm back. Went antiquing today. That was fun. Had some cool stuff. That was great. Had a great time with the family doing that. Gonna go out probably again tomorrow. It was supposed to be 67 degrees and sunny today, but it's 67 degrees, rain and windy, so I couldn't take the bike out. It kind of pissed me off too. But we are doing a stream tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if I have any mugs or King of the Almost X mugs or mouse pads to give away. We'll see what we can. We'll see. We'll come up with something. We still have the 2007 Eli Manning replica Super Bowl ring to give away. So come on in and join us. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. It'll be exciting. I always like doing these streams. I'm actually thinking about doing less videos and just doing like 3 streams a week and maybe like 3 videos a week. Think about doing that. I don't know what you guys think about that. So we would do like maybe 3 videos or 4 videos a week and like 3 streams. We would do the Sunday stream, maybe one like Tuesday afternoon, then do a nighttime stream. I don't know what you guys' thought process is on that. Let me know. Leave it in the comments. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue Ring and the best in New York Giants sports talk entertainment. And as always, you can like, subscribe, and that means of yours.